Frenzy gets killed after that timeout. Slice able to get the capture there. About a minute and a half to the next region. The Blues' red armor is just sitting there. Someone got it. Slice entering high. Gonna do a little bit of damage. He's got a little bit of a stack. Med kit and some armor. Botches the rocket jump. But Term is there too.
That guy too. Direct hit.
He blows med kit. Will he be able to get on flag with just a bit of health? Yes. And this time out has really turned the game around for Speechless. It's 3-3. Coming up on the 10-minute mark. And 55 seconds left until the next region. This could be a turning point for Speechless. But things may just... Both teams taking a defensive stance. Badij hopping right in through a little rush through rocket launcher.
You have the flag. Red flag returned.
Sure seems like the OR's just got the one defender most of the time.
Region is out. I've taken that region and doing something with it. Pulls it back to base. Gonna get his red armor. Uses just a bit of his region to do some harassment at mid. And he's gonna possibly rush in high here. Or not. Just gonna sit on that fat stack. Do what damage he can at mid until his defender's into. Sagi falling back to assist Deadly in defending base for overrated. A rocket jump up to his red armor. That's a smart move. You gotta get that thing back. You don't want offenders to have that for too long.
Enemy in the blue face.
Indeed, Terminated and Slice making a nice push, but they're stopped by 3 of overrated's. Bed hopping on Red's flag with an assist. Frenzy gonna hop out and try and expose where 8X's players are for Badij, but Badij is stopped anyway as Slice grabs flag and tries to leave low for Speechless, but no such luck. Slice entering again. He's gonna get stopped by one of...
It is hectic over in the blue base.
Indeed, I've seen a couple of their offensive players falling back to defend as Avenged gets another med kit. Let's see if he doesn't squander this one. Maybe he sees an opportunity. With his red up, he's gonna lose it to Frenzy. Frenzy entering with a huge stack. Might just hop on flag and ruin 8X's day.
Red flag returned.
6.5 minutes. He might have just lost his member. Nope. Personally, I like the all weapons. Capture the flag and the insta, but
yeah, it gets pretty complicated. There's a lot to these item pickups and how they affect the game. You see, those red armors are very accessible to the enemy offenders. So your player who's camping them can't do a whole lot in base, aside from keeping the enemy offenders off of that. Otherwise, it's essentially a whole rocket or a couple of rails that the flag defense has to pick up the slack on.
Flag gone.
Indeed, Slice trying to exit low. Encounters two of OR's guys. And he's stopped on his way back to rocket launcher.
Blue flag returned.
You can use that.
Regeneration.
Badie's finally trying to push off that med kit, but and Saigib's there to pick up the slack for overrated. So we're gonna have to watch this regen like a hawk. It's been very defensive item in this game. Most players just picking it up to keep it from the other team. Sort of a power-up deflation of sorts with such excellent teams playing here. Saigib gonna enter. We might see a three-man push from overrated here. But they're both immediately pushed off flag, and Saigib's back to baseline. Still in base. Saigib putting up a massive push. And Badie's falling close behind. He's stopped by fear. Four minutes left in the game. Head sneaks in with some good LG. Gonna try and get out as fast as possible, but Avenge just...
Red flag returned.
Bad chain pushing, getting through water as quick as possible.
You have the flag.
Grabs flag, tries to head out rocket launcher. This is more of the playful spots, but he does not have any teammates nearby. He gets it to mid.
Nor any health left. Yep.
Return.
Yeah.
Didn't have much of a stack when into that.
Term probably gonna take Saigib's red armor. Saigib has lost all of his weapons. He is quite stuck here. 8X might have a strong push here. If he can take out one of those defenders, the next wave will have a much better chance. And the next region has come out. Frenzy's grabbed it, ran back to his base, but just enough time between Term grabbing his red. Frenzy's gonna do what he can, but he's leaving without any assistance. If he gets on the red,
Going. And he's got the red.
fast as possible, eats a grenade. Bad plan there. And Av follows it up in the confusion, grabbing overrated's flag. Leaves out low pretty quickly, but Frenzy's there with an LG.
Flag returned.
Frenzy, having done a little bit of damage to Speechless's base defenders, the team may have a chance of getting in there.
Well, got terminated with a grenade in the pool. Very good death. That Deadly's great at this now.
Excellent.
Yeah, he's primarily a flag D player in all the games I play with him. He's gonna try and do a little work at mid before he enters, but it looks like 8X's base D has finally fallen back into place. Damn! Fear getting a long range direct and a rail combo on Saigib. That was ridiculous. I can't believe I saw that.
Still tied with a minute to go.
Overrated, sort of taking over mid for regen. Saigib finally getting it out of that mess. He's gonna wait on his red, but there's 8 seconds left, and there's no time for that. With 3 seconds left on that red and Region still on his person, he's likely to hand that red off to someone. Both reds just sitting there.
Up for the taking, blue.
Indeed, all of the health items are up as the hectic occurrences at Region have distracted all the base defenders and all the players. Finally, some of those start to get distributed. Both reds just getting out. And still not a lot of damage happening to either team's defenders. This may go into overtime as there's 10 seconds left in regular play, and the score is still 3-3. Avenge picking up the flag with a decent stack. He's going to run into 2, and he is stopped by both of OR's base defenders.
Defense.
8 seconds into
Red
overtime.
cap, but it fell down.
Badis making a kamikaze run at Red's flag. It's Avenged. He's going to try and sneak out, having picked up Blue's Mega. He was in a decent position to do so, but he is stopped by very astute players.
There. Oh.
Frenzy and Badis taking over mid again for Region, hoping they can get it with just 2 men, but
4-second respawn delay.
indeed, Frenzy gonna have to wait 15 seconds on that red, decides it's not quite worth it. Having gotten Region away from red, it's worth it to just rush right in, and Badis way in front of him, or Saigib rather, are gonna try and push 3, but they're each rejected from high. We'll see.
Deadly stacked at the blue base again.
Indeed, that's his job.
Yep. Still stacked.
Term playing Blue's water, gonna do what he can. He might have entered in undetected. Don't think Deadly knows he's there, and he's only got 8 seconds on Blue's red armor here. The 5-second respawn delay in effect. If Terminated does some damage with this, Blue may be out of luck.
You have the flag.
Indeed, Terminated's gonna exit low.
One in the pool on the blue base.
2 base defenders well behind him. He's stopped in his own base, and that flag is down.
Flag returned.
With Frenzy.
Red flag is still out.
Indeed, Frenzy's in base low, and that flag is there! Returned by Slice. Excellent. That was a crazy play.
Flag goes out to Deadly.
Fear picks up flag just in the nick of time to stop Deadly from entering his base and capturing. Fear has a pretty nasty stack. And if Speechless knows what's good for them, they'll get that flag back.
And they're gonna.
Red flag.
6 seconds spawn delay.
Frenzy immediately picking up flag. No one quite knows where he is. Avenge runs at him with Region, and he's gonna drop Region! Handing it off to Saigib, who's just gonna wait on that. Give it to his flag carrier. Both flags out. Both flags in their opposing bases.
Oh, there's the flag carrier.
Both teams taking it slow and steady. Won't want to call it turtling because it's not easy to do that in Quake.
7-second respawn delay.
4 minutes and 5 seconds into overtime here. Both flags are out. We're